My name is Chinye, and we're going to speak about me moving abroad and all the things that come with it. I am living in the Netherlands currently. I was born and raised here, and in a few weeks, I'm going to be moving abroad. I'm in the process right now of packing up everything and making my way to the bigger, wider world. I don't know where I'll be going yet. I have in my mind this idea of wanting to live in Africa, but I keep my mind open. I want to go to Asia because I have never been there. So I am traveling to Thailand first. And from there, I will just go and see day by day how I'm feeling and where I want to go next. So it is truly an adventure where even I don't know yet where I will end up. I do have a bigger picture and vision of my goals, but the road to getting there, I leave it all up to God. I have collected a few questions that you have for me so that I can answer them and we can have a little chat. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel. YouTube is a commitment, it takes more time. And I'm at a time right now where I really have the time, physically and mentally, to be creating YouTube videos consistently. So far, so good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really stepping more into my purpose. I love to share stories. I have a lot of wisdom to share. I love to be in front of the camera, but also behind it. I also love writing and being a little bit poetic from time to time. Me poetically and authentically expressing how I feel about different types of situations. I just experienced yesterday, I got a call from my family and they were very sad about me leaving. So I was called to be informed about, what the impact is on the rest of the family. And there wasn't really like a solution or a wrong or a right. It was just about, okay, they feel this way, I feel this way. It inspired me to make a video about it because it's a very beautiful topic. You have people grieving you. They grieve the fact that they will not have you as they have you now. They are not in the present moment. They are already in the future, thinking about when you will not be here instead of you being here right now. And then also actually like robbing themselves of you being here in the present moment and them being able to enjoy you. I try to explain it because I really think it's important to be a balanced person. In everything that I do, I always try to stay as much grounded as I am floating. If you go too far that way, you will be lost. And if you will go too far that way, you will be lost. That's with everything in life. You need this life where we came into. It is about duality. So it is about you and me and light and dark and, tall and short and big and small. It all needs to be in a balance, perfect balance for it to coexist. And nature does that in an automatic way. That's just how God designed it. And for us humans, we have free will, so we can choose what we want to do. So we have the authority to be balanced ourselves and the responsibility to do that. It's a form of self-care. Because I have practiced that in me, I care so deeply and so much about the world, while at the same time not caring too much. I'm so proud and grateful that I am at this point in my life where I can be like this, because I've worked for it and I see the benefits of it. And it's not always easy, because to be at a place of ease, often you have to go through rough patches. Just like a diamond who needs pressure to be what it is eventually, we also need this pressure and sometimes conflict even to be at a place of peace. Yeah, we are really warriors, the people who do that. Like, you can be proud of yourself if you are like that or strive to be like that. You did that. Okay, so I didn't even get to what I wanted to speak about, but that's okay because we had a good talk. Please tell me, how are you doing today? That's so rude of me. How are you doing today? And which part of the world are you logging into right now? Okay, so we're first going to speak about why I'm leaving. I made a video about this, so if you want to watch it, it's on my channel. It's called Why I Am Leaving the Netherlands, and maybe you should too. it's a little bit of an introduction, I would say, into why I am leaving and also what the Netherlands feels like to live in. But there's so many more things I could tell about that. I speak in a video about how I feel in the Netherlands. Family is not really as important. And I don't know another way to describe it. It sounds maybe a little bit mean, but it's just when I compare it to other countries or continents, let's say countries in Asia, Africa, South America, their family bonds are so strong. It's like I would die for you type of situation. There's solidarity and support. And in Holland, it's just a different culture, and it's not the culture I would want to be in for myself, but also not to grow my children in, because I really want that village, when they speak about it takes a village to raise a child. I feel like my child and me deserve that village, and also I want to contribute to the village of other people. And then the second thing I said why I'm leaving the Netherlands is because I felt a calling to help my fellow Black people in other countries thrive. I need to be there where I am needed, and I need to be there for my own people to build back up everything that is us. Let me keep it at that. So that's two reasons I said, but there's actually many more. I didn't speak about things like racism. People just see it as normal or brush it off, but it's not. And I'm very happy to see more people speak up about it. People in the Netherlands, Black people, are like, why are we left out of things, or about how they are treated at the workforce. So keep it up, girls. Okay, let's go to the next question. How is my life right now? To keep it short and sweet, my life is very beautiful. I've cultivated that. I'm a very happy person on the outside because I'm a happy person on the inside. That's truly what it is about. You can always see your life as being like it sucks, but it just happens to depend on how you view it. Your point of view decides, is my life good or not? And because my inside is good, my outside is good. So the reason that I'm leaving the Netherlands is not because I have a crappy life or have issues. It's just about me knowing I can do more and I deserve more. And also it's about like really the weather in the other countries, like the food in the other countries. And I'm not necessarily meaning the taste of the food, but like the freshness and the health it gives in comparison to the food they have here. I realized how toxic everything is that's grown in the supermarket, but also how far we have gone away from God and from nature and how we were supposed to live. I feel so dumb when I come in, let's say Gambia, and it's my first time seeing a mango tree. It's like, how have I never seen the place where my food comes from? How do I not know how to farm? How is this my first time seeing a cashew nut tree, even though I have been eating cashews for, 15 years, So it's just like, it's realizing that everything is so fabricated and made up, and everything is made for our comfort. I want to be healthy and I want to be close to the divine. So that's very important to me. And different areas of the world have different ways of doing things. And in some countries, they are just more connected to the roots. I want to be more to that connection because I want to live a very long, healthy, and divine life. So I'm setting the example and breaking those, generational curses so that my whole lineage can live better and thrive more. Because the other people in my surroundings, they are not doing that now. And that often also comes with that they find your decisions very weird. They don't understand it. So that's that part about conflict that I said earlier. But yeah, you're very brave that you're doing that. I have a question, like, what is the most unknown or challenging aspect of moving? The most unknown, like literally you don't know if you're gonna like it or not. If you haven't really lived somewhere before where you're going, there's just minimal info that you know. So let's say me moving to Thailand now. I don't know anything about Thailand except for the things I researched online. So I have assumptions, that Thai people are very very friendly. They really are all about service, and they're very quiet people, I would say, but very loving and supporting. Before I want to go to Africa, I first want to be in serenity and really come to myself. So it's just about the ego for me going to Thailand and doing things for me, like self-care, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So the unknown is, will that actually happen there? Is actually the environment as I thought it would be? And the same with Africa. It's like, is it actually how I think it would be? Yeah, you don't know what you don't know. But that's the beauty of the unknown. It makes way for the magic. Let me know, by the way, in the comments if you have ever considered moving abroad. And if so, where? What part of your old self are you letting go of? I would say fear. I'm not a very fearful person because I already try to transcend most of my fears by doing the work. But fear is something that it can come and it can go, and it can be small at times and it can be a little bit bigger. So it's something that you need to keep working on. It's not like, oh, now I've worked on my fear, so I'm fearless forever. There can always be new things that you're scared of, or things you can maybe be in a more insecure phase in your life and then have little fears creeping up. So I'm releasing fear, because with me going, like fully going into a new country, into the unknown, without having, like, not having a physical home, it's like me fully trusting God and whatever God has in store for me. So if you do that, it's like you can do anything. You feel like you can conquer the world. And also attachments, because by like clearing my house, I realized how many stuff I have that I don't need. And I really want to be more of a minimalist. First of all, I have stuff that really deeply means something to me, that makes me happy or has some other meaning, but it needs to mean something to me, not just having something in a closet that I forgot about, And then also thinking like, do I really need this? Is this really gonna help me better my life? Because right now I'm gonna live out of a suitcase, basically. If I can live out of a suitcase, then all the other things I don't need. I really don't need. I don't. So minimalist, definitely. Okay, let me see. I already talked a lot. This is also why I started YouTube, because I can really talk. But at the same time, I'm also practicing a little bit more silence and non-talking, because I feel like you need to talk with intention and not always out of your self-egoic needs. Because our ego loves to talk about itself. Like, oh, look at me, I'm this, I'm that, and I did this and that. But there's power in like being disciplined and knowing when to shut up and knowing when to contribute to a conversation. So what have you had to let go of to make space for who you truly are? Ego. It's definitely ego death. Because your ego likes to think about, this is me, this is what I like, this is what I do, how I do things. But if you think like that, you put limitations on yourself, because you don't know your future self yet. You don't know yourself in your most thriving moments yet, because they have to come. You will get better and better. So if you already say, I always do this, or I never do this, then you put limits on yourself, because maybe your best, most amazing future self does do those things. Yeah, really ego death, putting aside ego. Can also make a video on that if you like. I also try to find ways to implement this wisdom into my content, because my content is more like travel based, I feel like, but I wanted to reflect both the inner and outer journey. So seeing me going out wide in this world physically, but at the same time seeing me go out in this world mentally, spiritually, emotionally, if you know what I mean. So I'm trying to find a way to like incorporate it in my YouTube channel so it blends beautifully, because I really love speaking about these topics. Yeah, definitely ego death. And for ego death, I also have simple steps you can do to practically practice that and it works because I did that. So I might make a video on it. If you want to hear a video about it, let it know in the comments right now. If it has a lot of requests, I will make it very soon. And then the next question is like, how does it feel to no longer live according to the script others have set for you? Damn. Freedom. Freedom. Since I have decided for myself that I'm not gonna live here anymore, it was like freedom. It was like my happiness increased by a good 30%. I was already happy, but it increased even more. So that's always when you know you made the good, right decision. When it feels lightweight and free. And then after I booked my ticket and it was official, it increased by another 30%. Now it's really happening. That's how the human mind a little bit works. The brain thinks logical. So before you book your ticket, it's more like floating, like, okay, I will do this. But a lot of people say they will do this and they don't. But when I booked it, it was like, I don't have a choice now. And even with me procrastinating a little bit on like clearing out my house, it was, okay, now I have a lifeline, as I like to call it. Now I have a lifeline and I only have this amount of weeks to do this. So it also pushes you to go faster. Oh yeah, so what does it take to not live through the script? Freedom, definitely. And then you need to be strong, right, in yourself, because after that you're going to tell people, and those people, like we just discussed, will not always be as happy as you are. So if you have already talked to yourself and did the things you need to feel very powerful and strong in your decision, you will be perfectly all right. And I already know as soon as that day comes when I step on the plane and I don't have anything attaching me in Holland, like I don't ever need to come back if I don't want to, then the sky is the limit. I'm a global citizen now. I can do whatever I want, live wherever I want. And that's just amazing. It's like you should, if you want to find your purpose, you should really think like, what would I love to do for the rest of my life if money was not an issue? How would I spend my days and my time? How would I contribute to the world and be happy if I didn't have to work for money or pay my rent or have responsibilities taking care of an elder? Or what would I do? And if you can figure that out, you know where you should go. So, and for me, it's to travel the world and share my knowledge. And I already started by making videos online. So hit the subscribe button. I want to drink a little bit. The sun is out and I need to like fix things in my house. I think we really discussed a lot. I think I gave a lot of good tips and lessons. I really hope you got something out of it. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to the journey. And I see you in the next one. Stay high. Bye.